All right, so I auto parked into the space. So I'm here at the church where we do early voting. Okay, 8 miles, 24 minutes, 295 watt hours per mile. Of course, I'm coming up from almost lake level to wherever, however high this is. So there's the elevation gain, obviously. So when I put in the church, I mean, it didn't come up in the search order. I'm pretty sure I put in Lutheran. Okay, this is the Lutheran church here in Lago Vista. But anyway, so I had to resort to looking at the map and finding the spot on the map and dropping the pin. Okay, no problem. And when I did that, it gave me 2 routes. And the second route I thought was the back way. And most of it was the back way right up until the point where it's decided it was going to go out dawn. So as it turns out, that was probably the right thing to do because, they're still doing construction on the way I was going. Yes, they're putting water pipe and they're still playing around with it. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Come up on Rock Terrace. There's 3 cars coming. Wait for those cars to go by, and then he takes it. Little jerky, but he takes it. Good, way to go. When we come up to the yield sign at Oakdale, it surprises me. He rolls up. I'm sure he had a chance to take a look because it's okay to look to the left to see. I mean, it's not completely trees. So anyway, he doesn't even give a hint of break. He just goes. Okay then. It surprised me. So when up on Turnback, we're going on Turnback, and there's a truck coming the other way, a BJS truck. Oddly enough, he's having a hard time staying on his side of the line. Yes. When I first see him, his wheels are over, his front wheel is over the line on my side. Brake on, FC off, move the car as far to the right as I can and come to a stop. No, don't trust this guy. But no. If somebody's driving a truck like that with a CDL, that's a CDL requirement to drive that truck, unless it's your personal truck. So it's like, okay, whatever, peace and harmony. It's all good. The next departure is like I said, we turned on. Before we get to dawn, Lago Vista Way. Apparently, the stop sign for Lago Vista Way is partially visible to us, and FSD wanted to claim it for his zone. Yes, he came to a stop. Okay, accelerate, go. Then we turn on dawn. I mean, from there on, there's no. It's not FSD's fault necessarily. It's just the way construction traffic is. Okay, so coming up, Barcade to 1431. We're on a stop sign. The 1431 does not have a stop. They're through traffic, and it's kind of blind out to our right. I'm not fully sure FSD recognized that, but I mean, I don't know. And it was kind of weird the way he went about this. I don't know why he did it. I mean, I can guess, but I don't know why. All right, so a couple cars coming from our left. They go by. FSD pokes up a little bit, and then sort of goes. I mean, it's a place where I would be accelerating, right? If somebody caught you by surprise coming up from your right, it's too late to be going slow. You need to be going faster so you have a chance to stay in front of them. Okay, but that's my personal opinion. And since FSD reflects Elon's idea of what safe is, I mean, what can I say? So anyway, as he's going across, there's 2 lanes that he can go into 2 lanes. I mean, you can only go in the inside lane, but there's an outside lane there. He chooses to go all the way to the outside lane. So if you think it was dangerous already, think of it going slow across the street going to the outside lane to go up. Not to mention the fact that the outside lane is going to disappear in a few hundred feet. Wow. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. We survived. It felt lucky that we survived, but there it is. And then coming up to the church, there's a breakdown lane, sort of, kind of there, and then there's a white line, and so we're to the left of the white line. To get to the church, you have to cross the white line, and FSD was pretty sure he had to do something, but he wasn't quite comfortable with crossing that line. But okay, whatever. He did it. I don't think I can make any marks against FSD. The getting onto 1431 from Barkay Ranch was scary, but I mean, sometimes it's luck of the draw as to when you go. And of course, that handling the yield sign completely surprised me. I guess I'll leave the stop sign alone. Okay, there you go. Okay, just a quick little break. 2 miles, 3 minutes. 228 watt-hours per mile. What? Really? So, pulling out of the church, there's no real stop line there, I guess. So he's rolling into the breakdown lane. He stops before the white line, so no real problem. Just kind of surprising he went that far into the highway before stopping. Makes his left turn. That part's beautiful. Come around one of the curves, I guess FSD decided it was a limit to 45 miles per hour because of the sharpness of the curve. I don't know, whatever. And then passing by Barkay Ranch, there's a lady in an SUV waiting to turn left at the flashing yellow, and wow, I mean, she just went. Okay, brake on, FSD off. Let's not hit this car. And then we're here, no problems. Okay, home again. 7 miles, 12 minutes, 166 watt-hours per mile. Is that all downhill? Last 5 miles? No, it's not all downhill. In fact, the real downhill is only for the last mile. But okay, whatever. It is what I'm not going to argue with you. All right, so anyway, let's see, pulling out. This time I choose to invoke auto FSD after I make sure everybody's clear. No particular reason, just didn't want to push it in this case. Make a right turn. Oh, okay, so make the right turn on the Lumen Ford. I'm following a dump truck, and so when I turn, I'm going into the outside lane because I'm going eastbound. But because that dump truck's going slow, FSD quickly decides that he's going to shift to the inside lane and goes by him. Okay, from that point on, smooth sailing all the way home. Is that true? I want to say it's smooth sailing, but it's not quite smooth sailing. Although I think I just didn't trust him on the right turn onto Boggy Ford, because he seeming too unsure. Brake on, FSD off. Let me handle the turn. Don't push my luck with FSD here. I mean, he often handles it with no problem whatsoever. It's just right now at this moment, I'm not fully trusting him. I mean, what a surprise. Going down Boggy Ford, there's a couple of times where there's cars coming the other way and FSD kind of shudders. And one time, it's all 40, right? It's all 40 all the way down to American. Except for that initial Tesla declared as 30 miles per hour section. So anyway, so every once in a while, we come across cars coming the other way, and FSD kind of shudders. One time he was down to 31 miles an hour. You're like, really? Come on. Okay, whatever. Turn on the American, no problems. Turn on the Santa Rosa with his typical janky left turn, and arrive home. There you go. The grade for today, the parts that made me nervous, we should call that a B+. But there you go, B+. No significant goofs on the part of FSD anyway. Couple of times where things seemed a little sketchy, but nothing happened. So there you go. Onward, upward. Okay, so for all you ice guys, here you go. So, wow, it is 17 miles? 17 miles out to that church and back. 4 kilowatt hours. Average energy use was 237 watt hours per mile. Okay, so 4 times 11, 44 cents. 44 cents is going to buy you almost nothing, right? I'm not being completely fair. It's a little bit more than 1/6 of a gallon. Yes. All right, so a little bit less than a pint. It's a quart. A little bit less than a quart. Sorry. That's actually a fair amount. Look at all the gas I have here. Yes. How far do you think it will take you? Okay, whatever. There you go. 44 cents. That's your energy cost to compare to. And of course, I don't have to idle my car, right? So while I'm using some energy, it's not the full energy of just keeping it running. There you go. Onward, upward charge.